Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be trying to get this 816 Gravely running. It is a 1972 model. John got this in on trade with the 812 you guys just saw the video on recently. And he kind of said, hey, I got these. You want these? I don't want them anymore. And I'm like, yep, sure, I'll take them. So here we are. But this one is a little bit better. Instead of the Onan that it should have, it has an 18 horse Kohler command on it. So that should be interesting. Otherwise, I would not have bought it. I don't like Onans. It also has power steering. Redneckified, of course. But it seems to be kind of functional. I can kind of get it to turn some. So I'm assuming once we get it running, that'll work just fine. It's a hydraulic lift model, as most of them were. I do not know how long it sat, but I'm guessing for a minute. It's well, that's gross. We'll definitely have to clean that out. Does the float still move? No. Okay. Sure. Not really sure what I'm going to do with this thing. I just kind of bought it because it was there. And I thought it was neat. It does have a lift hitch on the back also, which is Gravely's version of a sleeve hitch. I guess let's just, hello, there it is, get started by making sure there's oil in this thing. It's in there, not full, not clean, but it's in there. When I go to change the oil in this, I'll have to order or get somewhere an oil filter. Where is the oil filter? I know it has it on. There it is. Okay. Maybe even an air filter. Let's pop this off and take a look. Oh heck, same air filter as 200 series. Guess I won't have to order one, but this one looks pretty good actually. So I probably won't do anything with it anyway. Some junk down in there. Grand. Oh, okay, lights wires. I was going to say, yay, bare wires that are going to nowhere, but it's just for this random light that they have back here. So we'll ignore that and just, didn't see that. Other than that, the wiring doesn't look too bad. Well, that's another one of them dang wires for the light. Okay, ignore that too. Looks good. We're going to have to get this hood off of here and look at the wiring in here. Battery's not terribly older, I don't think. Doesn't have a date punched in it, of course. Maybe it'll have a different date on it somewhere else when we get it out. I don't know who Mo is, but he's got his name on my battery. Not seeing a date yet. So I don't know how old this battery is. Oh. The positive is black and the negative is red on this unit. So that seems fine. I'm curious if this battery will take a charge and come back around, because it doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape or too old. So I'm going to put the charger on it and see what it says while I take a look at the wiring mess that's in here. Uh-oh, that's naked. Hang on. Don't know where the yellow wire goes. Hopefully nowhere. Well, there's another cut wire. I'm sure that's probably good. No, probably not. But, you know, it is engine swapped, so there's liable to be some things different. Hopefully we just don't catch on fire when we hook things up. Alright, she's on the charger. We'll see what it does. I'm going to walk away and go do something else while it does this. This thing's been on the charge for over 45 minutes. Still doing the same thing. So I popped it out, put it over there, put the shop battery in. Let's see if there's any draw. When you guys see me do this, what I'm looking for is if I touch this real lightly, if there's a draw, it'll spark. Since there's no draw, there's no sparks. This key switch was froze up just like the 812, but I fixed it. So let's hit the key, see what it does. Nothing. Okay, grand. It wouldn't surprise me if that key switch is bad though also. So I went and started probing around, turned the key, and now it's going to make a liar out of me. Now we're cranking. I do not know what the little switch that is. It's spliced into an orange wire that then runs to the back. Does the orange come to the back? It does. And it's spliced into a white wire that then goes into the engine wiring harness. So this is probably the kill down here. Let's put a spark checker on this thing and see what we come up with. Alright, inline spark checker. Okay, no spark. I wish this would stay up here where I could see it too. Let's flip this switch on and hit the key. Now we have spark. So this switch is indeed the kill switch. Up is on, down is off. This engine does have spark, so that'll save us some trouble there. Now I just have to figure out the fuel system, and we might be in luck. Either way, it wants to be full throttle. Both the throttle and choke levers were all the way up when I got it, so I'm going to assume that they're both backwards, but the throttle butterfly is not moving at all. It's staying right where it is. It's the bottom one. This top one is the choke. I know you can't really see down in there. This won't focus, but it's not moving either way I put it. So we're going to pull some of this stuff off of the top here and look into that. See, that's far better. Okay, so I put a fuel system in it. I just replaced the shutoff and the filter, cleaned out the tank and put gas in it. And there's a hole right there. So there's gas in it. It's tipped that way. We have gas back here at the filter, through the pump and to the carb. So we're just going to try to start it like that. And before we dump any money into putting a tank in it or anything, make sure she fires up and runs. It wants to. I hope anyway. Come on, prime up that stupid. Let's take this top of this carb off. It's got gas in it. It's just real dirty. This thing is spotless. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Gonna have to pull some stuff apart and clean this. So I'll get to doing that. Hopefully once I do that, we can put it on and maybe this thing will start. Okay, y'all. I'm going to use this term very, very loosely, but I rebuilt the carburetor. All I did was clean it out and get all the dirt out of it. Oh my. I thought I had oil in this, but I do not. Okay, let me fix that problem before I try to start this again. But everything should be ready to try to start it again other than this. I got to fix this. Let's give it a shot. It's barely a shot, but okay. Well, now what's your excuse for not popping off? Alright, so I watched a YouTube video. Apparently, these carbs are problematic, but this, he said, take off, cut the end off. I just did that. So I am now going to see if this thing will fire up. Well, that's never what you want to hear. Power steering's not really working either. It's knocking pretty good. Well, that's most certainly not good. So this motor's pretty much blown up too. Great. Now we know why it was parked. Okay, nice. So now I've got a couple of options. It does run, but that's about the extent of it. So, yeah. And it sounded like it blew up more while I just had it running. So that's probably not good. I don't really know if this thing's worth trying to fix. Power steering didn't really want to work very well. It might pump up if you had it running long enough and using it some, trying to use the power steering. But all in all, I don't know if this tractor's worth doing anything else with. Got a hole in the gas tank. The engine has a rod knock and is kind of blown up. So there's not really much else I can do with this. So I think that that's probably going to be a wrap for this video. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this from here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. It could be salvaged. I've got parts from other tractors. I do not have another engine to put on this. And clearly someone got their money's worth out of this engine. I was just getting ready to order a new carb. Good thing I didn't. Glad I tried this first. Not sure what the deal here is on why it's misbehaving so badly. But it's certainly not happy. It did not want to shut off. That switch isn't working very well. I'm kind of nervous to turn this to try to listen. So I don't think I will. I'm going to leave the choke on so nothing gets down into it as if the engine's not junk. I mean, I could look up parts for this and see if it's worth rebuilding. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll decide what I want to do with this thing. I'm not sure if it's worth anything to sell, but we'll see. It might be another part out like the one I just did, unfortunately. So let me know down in the comments what you think I should do with this. If you want to see this engine fixed, replaced, or should we just sell this and cut our losses? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I hope you did more than I did, because I was really hoping that that engine would be good and we could use this tractor, but apparently not. So Like I said, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.